The New Republic and author of Big Girls Don't Cry, the election that changed everything for American women, and McKay, Coppins, senior political writer for BuzzFeed. Let's start with Oregon. I have not known what to do. The Webby stuff is crazy. There's a 911 call that was released by Opera researchers of her boyfriend saying she's stalking me. Then there's documents come out, a police report of an ex-husband saying that she attacked him.
Yeah, physically.
It seems at one level like ugly stuff. At another level, if these allegations were against a man, then we would clearly be reporting them. I don't know what to make of this.
Right. Well, we make a lot of things of it, right? On the one hand, the frame, which is currently being used against her, the way it's being cast is crazy Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction, stalking, nutty lady, like very much in the way, and it's all like she's unstable, her boyfriend broke up with her, and she's a crazy stalking lady. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Bridget sort of framing of how she was nutty after the breakup.
Right, exactly.
And that's a very gendered frame, and it is sort of not just. However, the revelations themselves, 911 calls, police reports, those would come out, they would come out against a man. This is politics, okay?
Yes, right, exactly.
And when you have women in politics, it is a fiction that women are somehow naturally cleaner than men.
That's right, that they don't have sex scandals, right? You hear this Mars-Venus nonsense all the time.
And that's just that, I don't buy it. So it's both gendered and politics.
You also got the wrinkle in Oregon, of course, which is because it's a vote-by-mail state, that late-breaking revelations might not end up having that big of an impact, although they've had to, Webby has basically like gone underground in the last few days. I mean, this has been like an absolute train wreck.
It's also interesting in terms of gender that this is coming from Democrats, and one of the reasons is because she is moderate, especially on issues of abortion, and she is somebody who said she personally doesn't believe in abortion, but that she doesn't believe the government should make laws about it.
Which is why she was seen by the NRSC as a great candidate for Oregon.
Yes, and what makes her threatening to Democrats, which is why this damaging stuff is coming from Democrats and not her Republican opponents.
This Idaho primary, this one congressional race, there's $3 million. I mean, people talk about the establishment of the Tea Party, and a lot of times I think it's just rhetorical nonsense.
Yeah,
this
like
is one place. This is one place where it is not rhetorical nonsense. Right. Like, it is straight up.
This is the actual distillation of the dynamic pundits have been talking about all year, right? You have the Chamber of Commerce, which has spent a ton of money backing Simpson, and has actually placed his re-election as one of their top priorities for this midterm election. And then you have Smith, his opponent, who's a Tea Partier, right? Club for Growth came in, spent a lot of money on trying to get him elected, but in recent weeks, the polls they've shown haven't shown him getting close enough, and they've kind of pulled back, which we think that probably means Simpson is going to pull off a victory here, but it's been interesting that it's been such a tight race.
Why do you think the chamber came in so big for Simpson? I mean, he voted for the bailout, if I'm not mistaken, which is one of the big, articles of impeachment against him by the Tea Party. But why do you think it was so important for the chamber to send this message in this race?
Well, he's the embodiment of a corporate Republican. It's kind of this old guard Mitt Romney Republican. Actually, Mitt Romney came in early and endorsed him, Idaho being one of the states where there was never any question about whether a Mitt Romney endorsement would help, right? Lots of Mormons there, and he came in and endorsed him. And it's very much this kind of corporate pro-business, do anything at any cost to help big companies and businesses succeed Republican. That's his ideology, and the chamber said this is one guy we want to keep in Congress and make that statement.
If Webby wins the nomination tonight in Oregon, are we going to see this stuff be a dominant part of the general?
I'm sure it will be. I mean, people love this stuff. They love to talk about it. It is a sex scandal, and it conforms to a lot of very sexist tropes about crazy.
There is also the related fact that one of the ex-boyfriends / possibly current boyfriend is a huge timber magnate who ran a super PAC on her behalf without violating the law because they didn't talk about it.
And that there was an earlier investigation into that. I mean, the guy, he's a huge supporter and pouring money into her campaign. So, but on the other hand, Merkley's really popular. It's going to be a hard race for any Republican to win.
We got our eyes on Arkansas, Kentucky, Georgia. We will get results from Georgia sometime probably in the next hour. Rebecca Tracer from the New Republic, McKay, Coppins from BuzzFeed. Thank you both. That is all in for now.